Ranch Boss here. Today I'm with the Trail Boss and we are going to discuss ammunition and weapons. When it comes to hunting, you have a lot of choices, but not every gun is good for every application. And specifically, we're going to talk about the best guns and ammunition for hog hunting. Here in the front I've got an array of ammunition, and some guns are too big and some guns are just too little. This is a 50 caliber, not necessary. You really don't need this for any type of hunting probably on the planet. This is really an overkill type gun. We have guys that'll show up with it. They want to let a few rounds go on the shooting range, and that's really about the only place we'll allow a round this big. They're just really dangerous, serious overkill. Not good. This next one is a 12 gauge slug. This is a fantastic choice when it comes to hog hunting. You don't have to worry about that particular load traveling for a mile or two. It's not going to happen, and it's quite accurate when you pull the trigger. We have 45-70 next. That's really about the biggest round I like to see when it comes to hog hunting. That'll do the job, and we don't have to worry about it passing through and going further than what it needs to. This is okay. 30-06, it's okay.
Probably the most popular gun we get out here to take down any size hog. 30-06 or 30-30 is what I would recommend, as opposed to a shotgun. Shotguns are great, same deal.
So you can compare the difference between a 30-30, a 30-06 round here, and this is a 30-30. They're both very effective.
If you're worried about kick, 30-30 has less of a kick if you got a younger one shooting, and of course 30-06, it's more of a powerful gun.
And really about the smallest caliber that we like to see would be a 243. This is a 243, so you can compare this with a 30-30. A little bit smaller, but still quite effective. Now we get into some calibers that I really don't like, and some of them are prohibited here on the ranch simply because they're not going to do the job. 223.
Mean looking gun, small round. We've had guys hit, I've watched big hogs get hit in the head right there. 90-yard shot, they shake their head, they're gone, can't find them. Especially in the shoulder. That big shield they get, it's not going to penetrate it. We don't care for these at all.
Yeah, if you're hunting something other than hogs, varmints, it's a great varmint gun, but for your bigger game, bad gun, I don't like to see this on the ranch. Now, we have some pistols here. And what do I think about pistols? For your average guy, they're not very accurate because of a lack of skill. And these are some pistol rounds here. The calibers are big enough to do the job, but the problem that we see with these is just a lack of accuracy, and of course they don't have the distance that you would have on a rifle. I prefer that you bring a rifle or a shotgun. The results are much better at the end of the day, because when you wound an animal, that's the animal that you're going to go home with, a story, a wounded animal that we didn't collect, and that's not good for anybody. And of course, there's always a toy. All right, totally not allowed for hunting. This is a little Mac 9. It's I say a toy. It'll kill almost anything, but not allowed. We don't want any guns like this on the ranch.
Especially no guns with clips like this.
We do have a very strict 3-round rule here when you come hunting. 1 in the chamber, 2 in the clip, 3 in the revolver, depending on the type of gun that you have, and there's a specific reason for that. We have found in the past when a guy comes out here, when we had no rules, he'd come out here with a gun like this, a 223 with a banana clip this long, pack of hogs comes out, and next thing we hear is 20 or 30 rounds being discharged that quick. Somebody's shooting from the hip like this at a pack of running hogs, hoping to hit something. They come back and say, I missed. Is that even possible to miss? There's a lot of wounded animals out there, and this is about being ethical, and we don't want to see that kind of action out here. We want good, methodical shots made that we know what the end results are going to be. We don't want wounded animals. Highly unethical, and we totally do not support that.
And more importantly, we hunt in groups of people. So we don't need rounds going with 5 guys in a line. And unless you're extremely skilled, after 1 shot from a rifle, you're not aiming anymore. You're hoping to hit it in the butt and slow it down, which sometimes it doesn't.
And we've had much better results since we put these rules in place, that guys are taking their time, and there's times that you have to say, you know what, I'm going to miss that animal, I'm not going to shoot. I'd rather see that than boom, 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 I missed. Very unethical, very dangerous. So the goal is when you come out here to the ranch, safety is always number one. And number two, we want you to have a good time. And of course, number three, go home with some meat. So if you follow these basic rules, you're going to have a good hunt out here.